Everybody, happy Thursday and welcome to yet another TCG Thursday here on the channel. Today I have a bit of a fun one. I've been testing out this deck a little bit and it's going pretty good. All right, all being said though, I am in a very low tier on the Master Ball League. I am currently sitting at 1265 points, which is pretty horrible because I've been testing out a lot of decks and trying to just make some fun decks. Currently, I'm on a three win streak with this one. I was at 7, but I did lose 1 to, I think it was a Dragapult that I lost to. But for the most part, this deck has been pretty good to me. So I wanted to show it off to you guys. I wanted to share it. It's a pretty good one. It's fun. It's basically Monkidori Froslass, but with extra steps is what I like to call it. It's Pangoro. It has this attack that for only 1 dark energy, you can choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attack, and then they can't use it on their next turn. Obviously, if they use a switch, or they use Pecharunt to like switch out, it negates that effect. But for the most part, you have a lot of people who are using their main attacker to be there. They're not worried about getting it back on the bench, so they're not using their air balloons like that. Maybe Goldango, but even then Goldango has been not a bad matchup. I've beaten a couple of Goldangos already with this deck. What we do is we attach the handheld fan as well, so it really makes them think about attacking. And then obviously if they cannot get it out of the active spot, and we do have the Torment of online, then they can't attack at all. So, and we're just building up damage with Monkidori Froslass, and then we just hit them with that TM Devo, and it goes from there. We're running 3 Crushing Hammers to make sure that in case they have something in the as a backup attacker or what have you, we can also use that and get rid of some energies, as well as 2 Enhanced Hammers. This is pretty good if you're going up against anything that's running for instance Neo Upper Energies, or Enriching Energies, or even Mist Energies. This will always help you get rid of these. There's no coin flip needed, but like I said, I do have the Crushing Hammers as well. I do kind of want to run 4 of the Crushing Hammers because it's always kind of feels bad to be on a coin flip, and a lot of the times you don't get that heads. But for the most part, I think just 3 for now is pretty good. I could consider cutting maybe an Ultra Ball or a Nest Ball to add a 4th one, but I'm already running pretty tight on resources. But this deck is a lot of fun, honestly. I've been having so much fun playing it, and hopefully I get to show it off well, because when all else fails and you can't get the Pangoros up, you're still running a pretty consistent Froslass Monkidori combo with the Badoos. So if all else fails, you can always just reverse to that and then just go from there. But we're going to show it off today. We're going to see how it goes. And let's go ahead and get into some games with it. Like I said, we're currently on a 3 game winning streak. And I said I only lost to a Dragapult. I was at 7 before. So who knows, but we always choose tail on the channels because tails never fails 50% of the time, 100% of the time, as it did right now. And with this deck, you do want to be going second, so you do not want to go first. If we go second, we can get the Arvin and the TM Evo online, get a Buddy Poffin and evolve our Frostlasses, evolve our Panchams, all that good stuff. And but we don't have energy. Energy is what we're lacking here, so it might be a good idea to just start Badoo to start doing the item lock turn 2. So I think that's what we're gonna do here. We're just gonna go ahead and put the Munkidori and the Pancham. If I had energy, I would have started Munkidori, but since we don't have the energy, we're just gonna go ahead and hit that that Badoo. And it's Mega Kangaskhan, which is pretty good. If as you guys can see, Mega Kangaskhan has a very costly retreat cost, and on top of that, Rapid Fire combo is their only attack. So when they only have 1 attack like that, and you have a Pangoro that is negating their attack, it is so much fun to watch them just pass. So we're gonna see if we can get our strategy off well here in this matchup. Of course, if they get Latias, they can always go into a backup Latias, but it looks like they're running an Eevee, maybe a Flareon to charge up the Kangaskhan is possible. That's what they're doing. But if they do this, if they put that Eevee down, they're gonna lock the bench out. They would need a Terra Pokemon in order to use Area 0 and maybe expand their bench. So we'll see if that's probably what they're doing here. It's probably some Terra type deck with that. So all right, so we do get our Pangoro right off rip. Let's go ahead and get a Buddy Poffin going, and let's do another one. And Snorunt, of course. Snorunt is very, very important in this matchup. If we can put up 2 Snorunts, it's even better. Let's see what we got here. Let's go ahead and hit a Crushing Hammer here. If we can get rid of that energy, even better. Okay, we hit the tails, so not great. But let's go. We don't get any energy here, so we're gonna just throw the Arven down. What do we do with the Arven? Do we want to just... I think we go handheld. Do we go handheld fan? We could go handheld fan, and we can go... Actually, they're probably gonna try to boss a lot of stuff, so we'll go... we'll do this because I don't see a need. Actually, we can just get another Monkidori out. That would be great. Let's do that. Let's go Nest Ball. Get out a Munkidori. And we're gonna have to just Itchy Pollen here until we can draw into some energy. I don't run any sort of energy search, which is pretty terrible. I wish I could maybe run some energy search here. Earthen Vessel, something like that, but I don't. Typically, it hasn't been a problem since we're only needing to attach 1 energy to each of our Pokemon. So it's a very, very resource. It's non-intensive on the resources. We just need 1 on Monkidori. We need 1 on the Pangoro for that attack. We can go into the second attack, but we hardly ever use it. It's mostly the first one because, like I said, we're just preventing them from attacking. So it's pretty fun. All right, they go into the Dawn here. Do they have rare candy? I mean, I assume they're trying to get it, the draw into the rare candy. That's why they probably got the Pidgey out there. All right, now we are hoping to top deck an energy, or at the very least, it doesn't look like they probably whiffed the rare candy and the energy, because I mean it's a 12 card hand, but they got more draw. Of course they have more draw. Right, but they cannot play any items, so that's one thing that's playing to our advantage here. If they already played Dawn, so they can't play Crisp in this turn. They're running Abra. I wonder what the Abra is for. Are they actually running Alakazam in here? Question mark? I don't know. All right, there's the attachment on the Kangaskhan. They're gonna run errand. And they're probably going to pass. So as it is right now, all right, we need to hopefully get into, oh, Super Rod. Okay, that is pretty awful here. Let's evolve 1 of those. Yeah, and I think we just go into Itchy Pollen. This is pretty bad situation. I'm not gonna lie. They can start hitting us with rapid fire combo here, and I do need to get the handheld fan for the Pangoro. It's very, very important in this matchup. Boss up. What are you bossing up? It is a good thing we kept the air balloon in hand. If we whiff, we can just go back into Badoo. All right, they're going in. They're bringing up my Pangoro. Okay, they're attaching energy. That's pretty bad. All right, so they're gonna get the attack off here. There's Kadabra. Okay. So Kangaskhan with Kadabra. That's pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie. It's rather interesting. We do need to get our Snorunt online as soon as possible, and we've been whiffing energy and everything, so it's pretty bad here. All right, but we got that. We can go into Counter Catcher. We can Counter Catcher up something else for the meantime. Didn't think they were gonna go into my Pangoro like that. We need an Iono or a Lilies here. Either of those would be of huge help right now. For now we go into a Badoo. Let's see what we draw off the top deck here. Alright, we get a second Pangoro, but we don't have energy yet, which is pretty awful. We can Counter Catch into the Fan Rotom, I think, which, yeah, I don't know. They could probably have Rare Candy Alakazam in hand already, and all they need is one Psychic Energy attachment. We can go into the Pidgey as well, but then they have Rare Candy Pidgeot is going to have free retreat. So I think the best thing to do is go into Fan Rotom. It might be bad as if they have a Stadium and they attach, then they can get the attack off. But I think for now that should be fine. Let's go ahead and get these two back, because we need to have as many of those as readily available as possible. So we're going to go into the Itchy Pollen here and go from there. Yo, what's up, Ben? How you doing? I'm doing all right, man. Just streaming, chilling, watching, you know, just playing this weird kooky deck. All right, they get the Psychic draw here. I'm running, it's basically Monkidori Froslass with extra steps is what I like to call it. It's what I'm coining it for now. All right, so they put another Dunsparce down. They're gonna boss up my Pangoro. Do they have Air Balloon? They probably have Air Balloon. Oh no, they're just gonna go into, oh, but they can't even attack. They don't have a Stadium in play. No, they're just gonna retreat attack, which is pretty awful. It's not good for us here. Ay, ay, ay. That's what happens when we whiff so bad. And then we don't have a backup one right now, so that's even worse. They probably have, they probably play the Psychic patch, which is not good. I said we've been whiffing energy, and we've been whiffing, you know, just any sort of actual supporter right now. We've only played an Arvin, so it hasn't been going good. You like my new background? It's I just moved the camera like and rooms technically, so I just moved my stuff to a different room, and I just have my stuff in the back. Before you couldn't really see it because it was the camera angle was different, but now it's just stuff in the back. But I think I appreciate it. All right. Meanwhile, our Pangoros have gone down so easy here. Not good. Not good at all. All right, what do we do? Just bring up Badoo. All else fails, just bring up Badoo. Oh my god. What are these draws, man? What are these draws? Please. Please, oh please. And I don't have any energy. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it does look nice, doesn't it? It's just my collection of vintage games, and I like old games. I have a lot of PS2 games, GameCube games back there, you know, stuff like that. This Kangaskhan is just destroying me right now. Haven't been able to get anything going really, which is awful. There's another Dawn. Look at that. They've already gone through more than half of their deck, and I'm still sitting over here at 40 dead, drawing like crazy. I've been double liked. I appreciate it, Ben. Thank you so much. Guys, if you haven't already, check out Ace's channel. It's pretty freaking awesome. All right, so he's already got a backup Alakazam. He probably runs Tulip as well, too, like I said, or Psychic Patch. So getting rid of the energy on the Alakazam is probably not great. Oh. They haven't been able to rare candy into their Pokemon either, so poor Badoo did not stand a chance. All right, I guess we go Monkidori here. Wow, really? That's what you give me? Double Pancham. I could have gone into another Badoo actually. Badooing wouldn't have been bad. It's not worth it. We're getting rid of one of those there. That's my second Super Rod, so we are out of Super Rods, and we still cannot draw into an energy. Can you guys believe that? This deck is breaking right now. We have nothing but look at that. They almost have 30. Like I don't even have I have more than 30 cards in my deck. They already have basically 30 in hand. We have Iono as well. We can Iono them to, you know, to 3. But gosh, what is this? What is this deck? What is it doing to me? This deck is... That always happens. And I showed you guys. I was on a winning streak. I showed it earlier. And every time that I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to show it off to the stream today. It's just like, nah, you're good, fam. Really? That a lot of takes just for the first half? See, there's the Wondrous Patch, of course. I knew it. I knew they had to play that. I said there's no reason for them to move this Kangaskhan out of the way either. They're just burning cards now. The good thing is that we're a single prize deck. There's Pidgeot. So in order to be okay here, what I would need to happen would be get an Iono where I hit on the... I get 2... So my outs here are basically getting a Pangoro with the energy. They're just picking up Fan Rotom. They don't want it to get stuck. But they have Latias now, so kind of weird. Palpad, okay. Getting back to boss, okay. I would need to evolve into Pangoro, attach the energy, and hit 2 of those hammers on the Alakazams for them to be stuck in the active here. Please give me an Iono. An Iono or a Lily. A Lily would be okay, but I would prefer an Iono to get rid of all these cards in their hand. Haven't even been able to evolve into my Froslass. It's just been... I've just been having a brick here. Alright, please give me an Iono. No. No. No, 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 no. Okay. We can make this work. We attach to Pancham. Pray that the Leer is a heads. If we do that, we can buy ourselves a turn. That is the first energy. Look, all right, let's see. This is turn 6 and is my first draw of an energy. That is sad. All right, let's go with the Leer. Please, heads. That's all I'm begging for is a heads. Please. Oy, no. That hurt. That hurt. That physically hurt. Oh my lord. Please use it. Use it. Use the runaway draw. Do it. Do it. Runaway draw. I know you want to. I know you want to do that and you want to run errand. Can they deck out before? All right, there's a boss. All right, so they're taking out my Snorant this time. And we haven't, they already have their entire deck in their hand and we can't even draw into anything here. Please give me an Iono. Please, I'm begging, just give me one Iono. An Iono with two crushing hammers. That's all I'm asking for. An Iono with 2 crashing hammers and a Pangoro. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. Please. All right, they only have 3 cards in hand, but they just need one more turn to win. All right, what do we do here? What do we do here? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. All right. We can still do something if we get a heads on that Leer. We can still do something. Heads, 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 heads. Let's go. Okay, we live one more turn. Okay. All right. Please let my next draw be an Iono. No. All right. Of course. Yep. That's it. That's the end. What are you doing? You're just messing around. All right. Yep. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. That was an awful game. Like, we were dead drawing all game long. Only 40 damage. Jeez. All right. And there goes my winning streak. That is crazy. I get on stream, not even because I'm streaming, I get good luck. You know, usually everyone says, "Oh, it's the streamer client," you know, that you get good draws that way. Nuh-uh. I just showed you guys proof. Streaming does nothing to the client, okay? This is proof right here. I don't know where else you guys are hearing this you know, streamer client thing. Not here, not on this channel. That doesn't exist on this channel at all. All right? You guys saw that. We just dead drew into nothing. Nothing the entire game. Couldn't even get the TM Evo off on the first turn because we didn't get any energy either. Yeah, I know, dude. That game hurt because the game just straight out said, "No, you good, bro. You don't get to draw anything you want. You don't need any of those cards." All right, we're gonna mulligan here, so off to a fantastic start. That was a pretty decent hand, all things considered. All right, but this hand's actually better. All right, but we are going first, so not the best situations here. All right, they're already benching 4 Pokemon, so all right, Festival lead. Festival lead with Badu. Ooh. I don't know if Badu would be the best thing to do here. Like just Badu them back. If I can Pancham, I think I have a chance because all they have is to do the wave attack. So if I can Pangoro early enough, which I do have one here, and if I get the energy to use it, I should be fine. But we're gonna get Badude here, and it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be pretty. It's actually gonna be pretty bad. Not to mention that we're also weak to grass. Okay, let me see my Pangoro. We're weak to grass, 2 times weak to grass, so it's not good. But they don't have the energy here, so that's pretty good. All right, we do get the energy. We do get the Pangoro. Let's go ahead and Arvin. Doesn't really matter what item we get because we're not really going to be using it. But I think we're gonna try to set up another Pangoro because I'm pretty sure this one's gonna go down here shortly. We're gonna do this and retreat, and we're gonna go ahead and Torment for the knockout, and hopefully we draw into something, but it doesn't really matter. They get knocked out here. All right, Artisan. All right, that's okay. All right, so they need Diplin, they need Grass Energy, and they need, okay, there's the Thwacky, but they need Diplin because they cannot use Thwacky if Diplin is in the active, Applin is in the active. So that's pretty good for us. There's the Iono, which, I'll take that Iono, it's fine. All right, we get another Pancham, which is pretty good. There's the energy. There's a Badu. Switch. They're going back into Badu. All right, sounds good. All right, let's go Pancham here. Let's attach there. Let's go ahead and Adrenabrain. 20 from here onto the Applin. And then let's go ahead and Torment. All right, so it looks like my opponent is freaking 2. Give me a Lily's Super Rod. Okay. Actually, I should have probably deck checked already. You're just not in the loop, bro. I never lose when I stream. Well, I do. Unfortunately, I do lose when I stream. So, let's see. Oh my god, that is insane. Okay. All right, they get. So this is doing 40 times 280. They're gonna be able to fill up the bench here, aren't they? They just need 70. Okay, there it is. So they filled up the bench here. Oh, yo. Can I get a Lily's, please? Just give me one Lily. That's all I need is one Lily. The good thing is that this deck runs very little energy, the festival lead. But they're going to get the knockout here on the Pangoro. 200 damage. Brave Bangle. Okay, I'm not worried about Brave Bangle. Ooh, true. They would be knocking out Monkidori as well here because they've got a full bench. So luckily we do have a backup Monkidori, so it's not all terrible. So we are going to be losing our second Monkidori here. Okay. Just give me a Lily or an Iono, please. Lily or Iono. That's all I'm asking for. Counter catcher. Okay. Sure. But we're tied on prizes, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't even matter. Okay. Okay. All right. And just having bricks for dinner today. Please, heads. All right. This one I'm scooping. There's nothing I can do here. With the Kangaskhan one, at least we had somewhat of a board set up, but now it's just saying like I'm just eating bricks for dinner today. This deck said, no, you're gonna stream. No, I don't think so. You're not gonna stream today. You're not gonna win any games on stream tonight. I'm telling you guys, this deck has been so good, and now it's just like no. Forget all that, dude. Forget it. No. You don't get any of that. All right, tails. We can't even win the coin flip. Can't even win the coin flip. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens. I'm looking forward to your next video, though, Aces. I said I'm putting out a video on this deck, actually. My next video is on this deck because like I said, I was on a streak earlier, and I got to record it, so at least it was good when I was recording. But now it's like, now that I'm streaming, it doesn't want to be good. So awful. Okay, let's see. Okay, Snorunt. I don't want to start Snorunt, but okay. It is what it is. We have energy, so we can go into TM Evo. Actually, you know, that's not bad. We might have to sacrifice a Snorunt. It's okay. We're fine. We're doing good. We did get the energy, so we can go into TM Evo next turn. All right, let's go, Buddy Poffin. Let's go Pancham. Actually, let's check. Pancham. Yeah, then we can get Monkidori with Arvin and TM Evo. Yeah, that'll work. We'll do Pancham. Then we will save the energy attachment. I don't think they can get the attack off here, so I think attaching the energy now is fine. So we'll attach it now, and we'll see. Hopefully that was not a misplay, but we'll leave it at that. Sounds good. I look forward to seeing you show off how good your deck is. I know. Oh man, I said it's a good deck. It is a good deck. I've been having so much fun playing it until like right now on stream. It just doesn't want to perform on stream. You know, it's just one of those times. You know, it happened last stream as well with the Muck. You guys remember the Muck? The Muck was winning me games like crazy, and then it said, "Nah, bro, you're good." Oh, they're running. Oh, interesting. All right, so this gets us Monkidori, and it gets us our Froslass. So that's pretty good. We'll do that. Get out Monkidori. We'll go TM Evo, and then we'll go. Yeah, we'll go Evolution. We'll do these two guys right here. All right, so we got 3 Pangoros. We do have 2 Frostlasses, so that could be okay. Yeah, Muck was so sad. Muck was so sad. All right, in this case, I do want to use the retreat to put that into the discard. All right. What do we get? An energy. And they concede. All right. So our first victory is a concede. And we didn't even get to see what our opponent was playing. All right. We finally get our first victory of the game, but it wasn't a very pretty one. But yeah, Muck was awful. Muck was just like, what do I even do? I don't know. And it didn't help that, and that's something that happens with me a lot when I play these coin flip decks. Like, I don't know if you guys notice this, but whenever I play a deck that relies on a coin flip for doing anything, it's just like, no. Like, especially when I'm doing it on stream, it just says no. See, right now we haven't won a coin flip either. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? But that Raging Bolt matchup with the Muck was just sad, because we could totally have done something there if we had the hose stuck in there, but they were playing like a million pennies. It just wasn't good. And then we're gonna go ahead and mulligan again here. So just fantastic. Which this hand is pretty bad, so I'm glad it's a mulligan. If I would have gotten like nothing with this, it would have been a pretty bad opening hand. But we got the one mulligan, so this is a little better. And let's see, what did they pick? They decided to go second, so it's not a good idea to put Badu down right now. I think this is fine. I don't know if I even want to put Badu down. I think I'm just gonna go straight into Froslass Monkidori, but we will see. We'll see what we can do here. All right, and now we're waiting on our opponent. Ooh, Roaring Moon. Okay. All right, let's Buddy Poff in here. Let's go Pancham, Snorunt. Yeah, that seems feasible. Do we attach to Pancham here? We can. TM Evo. I'm going to Monkey. No, I don't want to attach that. Okay. No, we'll just save the Badu in case we might need him later, which I'm not 100% sure I will. But we go this, and we're safe now so unless they somehow get like a donk turn somehow. Well, they can't even donk because I have 2 Pokemon in the bench, but if they get something to knock out my Pancham, at least for now, I think I'm safe. Alright, so here's the deal though. I could go into Arvin to guarantee a Monkidori. Alright, they're just going into Latias. Okay. What do we get? Oh, we got the Monkidori. So honestly, I think it's better to just Lily here. I could go into the TM Evo here with. Yeah, I think we do that. I think we do this, and then we go Lilies. Ooh, perfect. We get Pangoro. Then we will attach to Monkey. And then we will TM Evo. Alright, that wasn't so bad. That was a pretty decent turn there. Alright, if they're able to get out the Roaring Moon attack, because they need a Stadium in play in order to do this, so they would have to go into Frenzy Gouge, which then I would be able to knock out with Monkidori, I think. Yeah, they just went to Calamity Storm. They weren't going to risk that. Okay, let's see. Can't hit them with the unfair stamp. So I think I need a hammer. I need hammers here. Yeah, I need hammers here. Let's go Arvin. Do crushing hammer and a handheld fan. Alright, this might have been a misplay. I should have just gone for the Iono, but I think we can make this work. Alright, there's the heads, so we get to discard one of those energies. Then we go ahead and Monkidori the damage away from our Pangoro onto the... Yeah, we'll do it here because the Latias is already accumulating damage on its own. Then we go here and we torment. So wait, let's see. Knock your opponent's active Pokemon. If your opponent knocked out in this way, this Pokemon does 200 damage to itself. So basically right now it's KOing itself if it does that, right? So what we do here is we go for the torment and then we pick the Calamity Storm. So they can't do Calamity Storm next turn. Even if they get the... So first of all, they need the energy attachment. There's the Amoonguss, okay. So they attach. Can't use that attack, man. You can't. You're gonna have to... You're gonna risk it all? You're gonna risk it all, buddy? Is that what you're gonna do? Alright, come on, let's see. Let's see what you got, man. Let's see. Alright, they're just... They didn't want to run that risk. Which is good for us. It's perfectly fine for us. Alright, let's go Buddy Poffin. Let's get out another... Yeah, let's go for the double Snorunt angle here. If we can. We might want to set up another Monkidori here shortly. Alright, let's go into the Adrenabrain. Do we go off the Pangoro? Because they're not going to be attacking the Pangoro anytime soon, I think. Or they can next turn, but I think it's better to just do this. All right, let's go ahead and get... do we Iono? I think we go into Arvin and hope we can hit another Crushing Hammer. Get another handheld fan going. Attach the handheld fan to the other Pangoro. All right, come on. Give me another heads. All right, it's tails. It's fine. It's fine. Do we go into Torment or do we... Alright, well, we know for a fact that our Pangoro is going down this coming turn because they just got free pivot with that Brute Bonnet. Alright, can we make this happen here? Alright, they got Crispin. Why am I using this one instead of the Cupchew? I mean, I don't know. I like Cupchew. Cupchew could be fun. Alright, they're going in here. So they plan on using Latias. They don't want it to be just... Alright, we do that. So they just need another energy attachment here. Alright, what are we going to? We're going to Monkidori. Alright. Ultra Ball. Do we hit them with the unfair stamp? I think we hit them with the unfair stamp. First of all, let's put the Monkidori, the balloon on the Monkidori before I go ahead and misplay that to oblivion. Iono, I think unfair stamp is the right call here. Let's do this and get rid of the enhanced hammer, and the counter catcher is not going to do us anything since they're just playing nothing but basics, and Latias gives them free retreat. So counter catcher does nothing here. So let's get rid of that. Let's get out. I think another Monkidori would be good to get out here. Let's do another monkey. And let's hit him with that unfair stamp. Alright, buddy. Let's see what we got here. Alright, we got an enhanced hammer. So we can still Iono. But should I Iono? I don't know. Let's attach to Pangoro. Yeah, let's attach to Pangoro. Let's go ahead and Adrenabrain. 30 from here onto the Roaring Moon, I think. Yeah, let's do that. We need to get rid of that Roaring Moon as soon as possible. It is their currently it's their biggest threat. Do I Arvin? I think I Arvin here for another Ultra Ball. And I guess TM Devo to thin out the deck. We don't even need TM Devo in this matchup either, so it can be a good thing to throw down and get Froslass. Get a second Froslass going. Now, do we... Yeah, I think we retreat here. We go into Pangoro. And then we... Torment. Alright, and then we don't want to use Calamity Storm here. Alright. Yeah, I know Cupchew would have been a good one to use, but I like the Pangoro just because it synergizes well with the dark energy. So that was my reasoning behind it. I said definitely the Cupchew is good because the Cupchew, they can't straight out attack at all. But the problem with that is like I said, with this pivot stuff, like, I don't know. It doesn't really make too much sense here. But if they attack here, they're not going to attack, of course. They're going into Latias. Energy switch. Oh, okay. So they have an E-switch. Wow, that was a lie. All right, we need put Psychic there. Which is fine. I think we're gonna have to sacrifice Pancham if anything. Okay. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Town store. Let's put that into play, I think. Do we attach? No. Let's see. Do I have any other tools that I need here? I think all we have is the TM Devo. But I think we can do that so we don't draw into it at least. So that helps. I want to save the air balloon. In case they boss up something that is going to get stuck. So I think you just go for the Iono here. Alright. Oh, that unfair stamp did nothing, actually. Okay. So we do get more energy. So, let's see. What do we do here? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? We can counter catch her up. I don't have any more handheld fans. Okay. Let's see. What do we do? What do we do? So counter catcher doesn't really do much in this matchup. That's the thing. That's really bad. Yeah, we'll just put it in the active, I guess. Oh, yeah. I already gave him a stadium, so that's even worse. Okay, let's go. Do I go double Monkidori here? Yeah, we go triple monkey here. Adrenaline brain. Alright, whether they like it or not, this Roaring Moon is going down next turn. Let's do that. Let's get back one of each. Like that. And then we'll end our turn. I could have gone for the Leer, but I don't want to leave it up to a coin flip. So they would have to boss something else important here in order to get the advantage, because otherwise their Roaring Moon is going down next turn. Latias is very close as well too, so. Okie dokie, okay. Town store. They would have to like penny up this Roaring Moon, which would really annoy me. We're so close on it. Alright, there's the booster capsule, so it's gonna have more HP. Of course. 290, yeah. Yeah. Alright, buddy. Alright, we got spiky energy on the Okie Dogie. We're gonna boss up. What are they bossing up? A Munkidori. Okay. I don't know how we're gonna make it through this one, guys. This one's looking very sinister too. Oh, 440 damage. Ouch. Get rid of my stadium in play. Oh yeah. Okay, I think we still sacrifice Pancham. Arvin. What does Arvin get us? I don't think I have another Ultra Ball. No, I don't have another Ultra Ball. At this point, everything here is kind of useless. None of these do anything, really. I mean, we can set up another Monkidori for sure, though. Super Rod, get back Monkey. Double Dark. Let's get us back another Monkidori. Alright, then we Adrenabrain. Alright, next turn, the Roaring Moon is going down for sure. Alright, but we're still very behind on the prize race right now, so it's looking dark. No pun intended, because there's dark Pokemon there, but it's looking dark. Alright, they've already wasted... Let's see what they got in there. So they're powering up the Okidogi. Three, four, five. That is a lot of energy. A lot of dark energy there. But I think they probably have enough. They probably just need another E-switch is all they need. Alright, let's go ahead and throw this guy up. All right. Let's throw an air balloon on him. All right. Go ahead and Adrenabrain. So that's done, finally. All right. Then we... Let's play this Crushing Hammer. Oh, Tails. Unfortunate. Let's get another Pancham down. See if it does any good. Alright, let's hit an Iono. Do we hit an Iono? Let's hit an Iono. But do Artisan. Okay, not great. We're down to our last prize. Oh, we got rid of our enhanced hammers. And we're down all our crushing hammers. So we're kind of screwed here, actually. Alright. Our best option is to get the Pancham online. That is literally the best thing, that our only option technically is getting the Pangoro online. Do we Artisan just to... Alright, they need a dark energy here. And we need... What do we sacrifice here? I think we sacrifice one Froslass. I think we'll be fine if we lose one Froslass. But we need damage from those Monkidoris. So if we lose one Froslass is fine. What do they get out here? We need an Iono. We need like an Iono right now. Or a Lily. Lily would be fine too. I just need a Pangoro and a Dark Energy. and then we just prevent them from using crazy chain crazed, and we can probably win that way. We could probably win by doing that. Ooh, this one is rough. Okay, there we lost. You need the guy. I need the guy, man. I need the guy. That is, I guess we'll go into this just in case we whiff, which we might whiff here. All right. Oh, there's an Iono. But we're gonna Iono ourselves down to 1. Oh, let's see. It's Artisan down another Pancham to thin out the deck. Wait, I don't have any more Panchams? Ooh, that's rough. That's rough, buddy. All right. TM Devo. Okay, we lost. We just lost this game. Unfortunate. Yeah, we lost this game big time. We couldn't get there, boys and girls, unfortunately. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna concede here. We came so close. We came very close. We just needed the guy. We needed the guy to prevent them from attacking on the next turn, and we would have won there. But unfortunately, that's how things are sometimes. But it hasn't been all doom and gloom. Like I said, I've at least gotten a chance to show off what the deck can do. But it's just been not great. Sorry, guys. My phone is just going crazy. Yeah. All right. It's just my siblings. All right. Can we win a coin flip once? Finally. Okay, we're going to be able to... We can go a whole stream with one coin flip win. All right. No, we do not want to go first. Ooh. All right, buddy. Let's see. Monkidori. Oh, this is an awful hand. This is a god-awful hand. Yeah, it was so close. We were so close, Ben. You know what would be a good idea to throw in here? A Blood Moon or Saluna. A Blood Moon would have won us the game there. I think I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to throw a Blood Moon or Saluna in here. I'm not sure what I'm going to cut, but I think a Blood Moon would be a good addition to the deck. A Blood Moon would have gotten us the win there. I thought about not because I don't run any 2 prizers in this deck. I wanted to keep it single prize, but I think we're gonna need Blood Moon or Saluna here. All right, cool. Snowvern. This matchup is not going to go good if we can't set up anything. Like right now. Like our hand is dead. Dead and buried right now. Yeah, that last game, like I had the nest ball in hand. The nest ball would have gotten us. I said I used it. I was trying to get a Pancham down to thin out the deck, but if I would have had a Blood Moon there, I would have been able to play that. All right, they pass without an energy attachment. Interesting. Okay, so we get an Iono. So it's not all doom and gloom, thank God. But I literally had nothing to play there. Okay, we got a Pancham down. No, I don't know if they're gonna take. I think Obama Snow needs a few energies to get going, so I can Ultra Ball away here. They will attach there. Do I Ultra Ball here, or do I wait? Because I don't want to get rid of the unfair stamp. I'm gonna need Iono because I need a better hand. This hand is bad. I definitely don't need the enhanced hammer for sure. But I think we wait. I think we wait another turn to see what we draw, because I don't want to get rid of either Unfair Stamp or Iono just to use that Ultra Ball. It doesn't seem worth it. Both of these cards here are high value. The only thing that I would be willing to lose here would be Enhanced Hammer, because we know Abomasnow doesn't run any special energy. It's just water energy. But this isn't good. This is not an optimal situation. If I had something else here, like I don't know, maybe either one of those crushing hammers, or perhaps I mean, I could have thrown away the energy, but you guys have seen that the energies in this deck don't want to come out for me ever, and when it does, I got 3 at a time. So yeah, Blood Moon is really only out when it's do or die, but that would have been a perfect situation. Like I said, that was the situation to play it. All right, can I get rid of Froslass? I don't even know how many more Frostlasses I have in the deck, so I don't want to throw it, because I would have to deck check with this, and it doesn't seem ideal to throw away a Froslass if it's the only one that I have. I might have prized a Froslass, I don't know. So we're gonna have to just go into the Iono again here. But my opponent hasn't done anything, which is kind of weird. All right, but we do get a Lilies. We'll attach there. We'll put another monkey down. We'll evolve into Pangoro. And we'll end our turn. Abomasnow, I think, only has 1 attack, 2, if I'm not mistaken. So, let's check. Mega Abomasnow EX. No, it does have 2, but it needs 3 energies. It takes 30 less damage. It does 200 damage, which is still going to be knocking us out. But I think our opponent is AFK. Yes, they definitely AFK. But I'm not wondering why they didn't just they haven't done anything the past 3 turns. We get the Froslass here. Pass, I think. Yeah, pass. Our opponent is... I don't know why they haven't... They probably have a million water energy, so they haven't attached. So our Bro TW is AFK for sure. Alright, well, I'm going to remind me, guys, not to hit next game. We're going to throw Blood Moon or Saluna in there. I think Blood Moon or Saluna is great for this deck. But see, this is the reason why I also played Pangoro, is because I said, of course, we could do Cubchoo. Let's see, hold on, because... I think Cubchoo has some weird requirements. Well, of course, I need the water energy. Alright, let's go ahead and do that there. Our opponent is definitely AFK. Throw another energy there. Ultra Ball. Buddy Puffin. Artisan. Yeah, let's just leave it like that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure our opponent is just go beat. Our opponent is AFK here. I don't think they're playing the game. But if we do get the concession here from them being AFK, we're just gonna go ahead and attach. Like I said, we'll throw a Blood Moon in there. But look at that, look at that. That's already 5 turns that it took us to set up our entire board. Like, this would be a perfect setup in 5 turns. We couldn't do that in 7 on the first game. So the deck has consistency to it. It's not a bad deck, but Jesus, it can brick hard, as we've seen it in 2 games already. That last game wasn't a bad brick. It really wasn't. We were doing okay. Like I said, it came down to the wire. We could have beaten them. We just needed something to take. Why hasn't the game given me the dub? Our opponent is just playing around now. This is KO. Yeah, they're like, because if they went AFK, the game would have already said our opponent was inactive too long. So this has to be either like a bot or something. There's no way that they would just, you know, do that. I don't think. So I don't know. Maybe they're just a nice Samaritan that wanted to give me points to climb up the ladder a bit. Maybe that's all it is. I don't know. But all right. We're throwing a Blood Moon in here. A Blood Moon is absolutely necessary. All right, let's see. Now the thing is, what do we cut? I think we can cut. No, Enhanced Hammer is pretty good, but I threw away my Enhanced Hammer earlier in the that would have been able to keep us alive also in the last game if I would have Enhanced Hammer away their spiky energy, and I threw it away because I was like, oh, I don't think they play any special energy, and like an idiot I threw it in the discard. So you know, I don't think I'm willing to cut on those. I think the Ultra Ball seems to be the thing that like should go. Nest Ball, I like having Nest Ball. I said gets us Monkidoris. I think it's gonna have, because I don't know if I want to get rid of another energy. I think 8 is like perfect. I could get rid of an air balloon. Only play 1. Or we just go down to 3 Arvin. We can cut an Arvin, I think. 3 Arvin sounds okay. I'm not against it. Obviously, I like having 4 for the TM Evo play. But we only run 1 TM Evo, and sometimes we prize it. So is it really worth it to run 4 Arvin, sometimes prize TM Evo? It also gets us our Devos, it gets us our balloons, our handheld fans. So we run a lot of tools, so it's important. We obviously run Town Store, but then our opponent can get advantage of that. Or like in the other case where they just discard it for their attack, you know, I don't know. I think it's gonna Counter catcher. I like having, because I'm not running any boss at all. It's all counter catcher based. So we cannot cut another counter catcher. That's like, counter catcher is like big in this deck. Maybe a super rod. Maybe I only run one super rod, one recovery. No, I think Arven has to go. I think it's like the only. I'm between Arven and Ultra Ball. Arven and Ultra Ball would be like the two things that I would cut, but no, I think it's got to be Arven. The more I think about it, Ultra Ball is super important. I think one Arven has to go, and we're gonna add the Blood Moon Ursaluna. This would have gotten us the win in that game. It would have. All right. The bad thing is that I'm putting Blood Moon in now. Just watch. It's gonna be in my opening hand. Just watch. That's. I'm calling it now. It's gonna be in my opening hand. That's just the luck we have here. Do one energy. You think one energy? I could have. We'll see. We'll see how it runs. So getting rid of one Arven. I could cut down to 7 energy perhaps, but 8 just seems good. Especially. Is this the same guy? No, I don't think so. I don't think it was the same guy. All right. No, the other guy was like bro something. Bro TW, something like that. All right. Oh, we won another coin flip. Look at that. Right. Watch. Blood Moon Ursaluna incoming. Oh, okay. All right. This is actually a pretty decent hand. I'm not going to lie. Let's do that. That. Done. It's actually a pretty good hand. Depending on what we get off our top deck here, I'd probably go Badu here, more than likely. We go attach monkey, retreat, Badu. But if we get like Lilies or Iono, I think we don't. I think we try to get the TM Evo play going if we can. So obviously this is why, yeah, this is why I should not have cut Arven, because that would have given us, 4 would have been given us a great chance to draw in Arven off our first top deck. There's the Ultra Ball. They're playing Froakie, so is this like Greninja? Yeah, this is definitely Greninja. They got rid of a Frogadier to get a Latias out. Okay, that's strange. Latias in Frogadier? Okay, sure. TM Evo. So we got the TM Evo play here. Let's Buddy Poffin for... No, Pancham. Do we want to go double? Double Froslass? Or do we go triple Pancham here? What do you guys think? Triple Pancham or double Froslass? If I'm running double Froslass, I need double Monkidori as well. Let's go double monkey. Double lass. All right, so we know we got all 3 of our Pangoros and both of our Frostlasses in there, so that's good. They're probably getting Grand Tree here. Oh wait, artisan. Interesting. That's good for me. That gets me another monkey. Badoo. Okay. They're going into the item lock here. Sure thing, buddy. Let's do it. Ooh, we prized 2 Monkidoris, bro. No way. We prized both monkeys. That is insane. Okay, I guess. It is what it is. I think we fail it. We can't go into Badoo. I think we just do that. I think we just go into Badoo Wars. Let's go ahead and town store here. Get us the air balloon. I think this is the optimal play here. Go do this. We retreat. We go into Badoo because they're probably looking for the rare candy play because they didn't get Grand Tree, which is interesting. It's attached to the Pangoro here. Let's go Adrenabrain. I don't want to put it on Badoo just yet. We're gonna go into the Froakie that has the energy. Because I could go into the 60 HP one, but this one already has the energy on there, so I think we just do that for now. And we go into Badoo Wars. Ooh, okay. Get the lilies here. If they iron bundle, then we just bring up our Monkidori and then we can retreat it again. It's fine. But we prized 2 monkeys. That's absolutely diabolical. That's insane, dude. Prizing 2 monkeys like that. So crazy. Let's do that to thin out our deck. Let's get our handheld fan here. Attach it to Pangoro. Adrenabrain. Do we Adrenabrain to the... Yeah, the Froakie with the energy so far seems like our best target. Because that's the only thing that can get them out their Greninja here would be Grand Tree or Rare Candy. Would have been good to have 2 monkeys. If there was 2 monkeys on the bench, both the Froakie and the Badoo would have been history. Just typing something random to keep engagement up. Sure, bro. I appreciate it. Doesn't matter. Anything helps. Anything helps. There's a Hilda. What does that get them? Does it get? Are they getting a water? Or are they getting ignition? They're probably getting ignition energy from this. All right. Pidgeotto water. Okay, sure. They're attaching to the other Froakie. Okay. Sure, bro. Okay, so we're knocking out the Badoo here. Adrenabrain. Okay. Keep our Badoo alive. The unfair stamp. Come on, man. I wish I would have gotten... Let's get a Monkidori out of this. Can we get a Monkidori from the prizes? Monkidori? No, Iono. Okay. Not great. But at least we can Crushing Hammer their Froakie next turn. There's Pidgeotto. No Pidgeot yet. Can't play Rare Candy. Same. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, bro. Lily. There's Frogdeer. So now they're at 90 HP. Not a big fan of this hand. So I think I'm going to Crushing Hammer Iono. I think so. I need another Pancham and I need another... Well, obviously I need another Monkidori, but that's not going to happen. Alright, so there's Pangoro. Pretty good. Top deck. Let's go Adrenabrain. Alright, let's go Crushing Hammer. Can we get the energy off that Frogadier? No, we cannot. But Iono could maybe give us a chance to do it again. We're only going to draw 4. Alright, but we do get a chance to do it again. Alright, let's see. Shut Town Stored first. Luckily we didn't get any of these. Alright, there's the heads. Pretty good. Alright, and then we go into Itchy Pollen. Alright, so far this match we're on cruise control. It's been pretty easy. Duskull. Okay, they just concede. Alright, so this is how the deck should play, but not... This is not the perfect example at all. This is like... The deck that they're playing is... I don't know what they were playing. Like... They should have gone for a... They might have... Actually, you know what? They probably... Yo, Kyle! What's up, man? Sorry, dealing with stuff. No worries, man. No worries. Welcome in. Hopefully you've been doing okay, man. I mean... I saw that your channel got reinstated, so you're able to upload again. Just I saw you think you put up some GTA content, but you didn't say anything. But there was music in it, so I don't know if there was any problem with that. Because I know music is always a no-no for YouTube for some reason. Obviously, and in the description, I think you have to put the title of the game in order for them to not. Like for instance right here, obviously there's music playing, but I have the game in the gaming section, so I think that has something to do with it. Don't quote me, I'm not a YouTube expert, but you know, it is what it is. So just make sure that you look into that, Kyle, and because I don't know what's going on there, but hopefully you've been doing good, man. I hope your health is getting better. All right, let's go into another game. Oh yeah, should have swapped out the Arven, the energy for an Arven, I think. But so far we do have some wins under our belt, so hasn't been a complete disaster like Muck was. All right, and we're climbing the ladder slowly but surely. Obviously, Muck Muck screwed us big time. Muck is the reason why we're so low on the rank ladder. Muck just said, "Nah, bro, just bring it down a peg." All right, do you want to go first? No, I don't want to go first. Ooh, we get the dew. Mulligan. Ooh, Raboot with Cinderace. All right, this is gonna be a tricky one. This is gonna be a tricky one for sure. Another dark. Okay, sure. Oh wow, they opened Cinderace. That's really good for them. Attach pass. Oh, do they just have it like that? All right, we're gonna have to Itchy Pollen this turn. They probably have rare candy there. They've got to have rare candy. Arvin. Let's go Buddy Poffin. Do I want to? I would like to go TM Evo, but then they just get their. Why else would they get, you know, the Cinderace if they don't have it? They probably have rare candy in hand. So I think we go Poffin. I don't think the TM Evo play is worth it here. Could have gone in. All right, we'll do that. Oh, we prized our Snoruns. We prized our Snoruns. Yo, what? We prized Snorunt. That is crazy. Crushing Hammer, please heads. Let's go. All right, Itchy Pollen. Let's hope they don't have any energy in hand. There's, all right, there's Raboot. They attach. Turbo Flare, of course, knocking out our poor little Badoo. All right, we need an Iono here. Well, we have Unfair Stamp at least. Prized. Oh wow, that is sickening, man. It is absolutely sickening. All right, this is how it goes. All right, we get Monkidori at least. We can still go Iono, but no, Iono gives them more cards. Let's get more Monkidoris out, I think. No, this gets me... Has no retreat cost. Alright, so that's not good. But they already have their Raboot ready to go, so hopefully they don't find Cinderace here. That is our only option, is that they don't find Cinderace. Do we get Hammer? Yeah, I think we go Hammer here. It's kind of like our only saving grace. So I could have gone into the Ultra Ball and get myself the Pangoro, but no, yeah, I think that would have been the better option. That would have been the better option for sure. No, we hit the tails. All right. No worries, no worries. Now we need to get heads with the Leer. I should have gone for the Pangoro play maybe. All right, well, you live and learn. That was a huge misplay. Ooh. Ouch. Okay. Do they get the Cinderace here? Yeah, they do. Briar Victini. I wonder if they top deck that. If they top deck that, that was just a phenomenal top deck. This dude's gonna run me over. Oh god. Okay. Thank you, Froslass, for showing your face. We don't need you. We can't even evolve you, bro. What a horrible game. I don't know why I'm even benching Badu, but might do something. No, it does nothing here. Does nothing here. I think this game's telling me to pack it up. So even if we get the energy off of this guy, he's got free retreat, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They just go back into Cinderace. Yeah, this game's cooked. Wow, imagine pricing both of your Snorunts. Alright, let's see. I think we just go -1 energy. +1 Arvin. And see if that does anything else. So we could do the Cubchoo. Cubchoo wouldn't be bad, but... because I think the Bear Tick also does something similar, does it not? Yeah, but I need 4 energy on the Bear Tick for it to work, which is a lot. So, because if I go into, if I decide to switch to the Cubchoo, I would have to bring in some water energies. Does Luminous Energy work? Should work, right? Yeah, okay. I think we can modify this. I think we can go into Cubchoo. Unfortunately, Cubchoo only has 70 HP, so we're probably getting cooked by anything that has Monkidori. But it's possible. We could probably go into Cubchoo. Then, of course, we prize... I mean, we open Snorunt. Okay, we got Toxel. If they put Brute Bonnet out, this is gonna be rough. All right, so it's Sharpedo. Okay, we can win. We can win this. Risky Ruins. Cool. All right, let's just get rid of that energy, shall we? Buddy Poffin. Pancham. Alright, let's see how many Froslasses do we have. We only have one Froslass, so how many Pangoros? 3. Okay. I think we go into we can't go into TM Evo, we don't have energy. So we can go but do I think we just go Badu for now. Then we go Arvin, Air Balloon, Nest Ball. Monkidori. Sure, risky ruins, bro. All right, I think that was the best play we could have gone for there. No, the baby. All right, so we need to get rid of those with TM Evos. We're not gonna try to hit into them for sure. All right, can I have a dark energy here? They retreat. Okay. Sure. Arvin. See, now would have been a great time to have some earthen vessels, wouldn't it? Is it worth sacrificing Badu just to get to item lock them for another turn? This could prove to be super useful here. Handheld fan. I think this is. We have 2 more of those. All right, we'll do that. Let's get out Pangoro here. Alright, all they need is 1 dark energy here. I think it's worth it because we can item lock them, right? For 1 more turn, even though we go down, because otherwise they just bring up this and attack. Like, all they need is an energy here and they're gonna attack me here. So I think it's worth just sacrificing Badu here. Just for more item lock. Okay, I think we sacrificed the Pancham, I think. Little question, if you were a Pokemon, what one would you be and why? If I was a Pokemon, I think I would be... What Pokemon would I like to be? That's a good question. I don't know. That's hard. Obviously, I would say my favorite Blaziken, but I mean, I don't know how. Obviously, the question isn't very realistic, but I don't know. Like I said, I love Blaziken. I would definitely be Blaziken, I think. This guy just got all the helmets. All right, bro. Dark energy. Okay, so let's do this. Yep, that's all I can do. They are bricking as well as we are, so it's kind of weird. Night Stretcher, get the energy here. They have the Mega Signal. Oh, they can go into Mega Garchomp here. They would have to hit my Pancham. There it is. Pokemon League headquarters. Okay, sure. Throw this on the Toxel. They need E-Switch now. Okay. Super Rod back. Got Badoo and Pancham. We're down 2. We can Artivan for second monkey, maybe? Oh, you just go into Ultra Ball, I think. Health Fan. Go handheld fan there. We go Ultra Ball. I can counter catcher, but I think counter catcher is fine. Go this and this. Get Froslass out. Okay. All right, I think that was okay to do. But I forget that this thing also has no retreat cost. Of course it doesn't. And they're just gonna get a second Sharpedo here, aren't they? I got a Monkidori. No energy though? Energy switch, okay, sure. Well, you can't attack, man. You can't attack. I don't think you know what you're doing. And even if you could attack, I'll just be moving that energy. Alright, so you're primed for a TM Devo play. Put some damage here on this one. Monkidori. Okay, so they only have one card in hand. Is it worth it to Iono or not? To Iono or to not Iono? So I'm just giving them 4 cards. I think we hold. Do they have the energy? That's the thing. Because I can do this, but if they have energy, then they can just go into this attack. But we can take a Greedy Fang. We'll live a Greedy Fang, so they can attack, and then we'll just move the energy. No, we won't live a Greedy Fang. No, yeah, we do live a Greedy Fang. We're fine, we're fine. There's the energy. All right. I need another. They just concede. Oh, that's great. Perfect. They were winning, man. They were winning. I don't know why they gave up there. They were winning. All right. That is going to be it for tonight, guys. It's already 9:54. So keep an eye out. I'm making a video on this deck. I said it's a fun deck. It's not bad. I might consider doing some upgrades with Cupchew. Let's see. We can straight out cut this and just put Cupchews in here. But the thing is that I will need to add water energy as well, which we can just add Luminous. But the thing is that Cupchew is just so fragile. It's so fragile, you know. I don't know if it would withstand the heat. You know, this can take some attacks, you know. It can tank some stuff, but the Cupchew couldn't. So that is one thing to consider. But yeah, you guys saw the deck in action. We've won a few games, so I didn't go completely in zeros like we did with the Muck, because Muck did not even win a single game. Muck was awful. Muck just put us in the muck. All right, but that's gonna do it for us, guys. I think we're gonna call it a night. Got stuff to do tomorrow. Have a filled day of adventures tomorrow, so maybe I'll come home to edit the video, but I'm making a video on this deck. I said it's a fun deck. It can do some fun stuff, but I had this cool video or it's not a video, but it was like if I can show you guys, I beat a Mega Absol with Gengar, with Mega Gengar. with this deck, I was able to win. But the thing is that I had a phone call during that that game, and then I had to leave. I had an appointment to get to, so unfortunately I couldn't save the footage. Like I said, it was a great match, perfect to show off of what this deck can do. But unfortunately, I won't be able to use that footage. Or I can maybe just mute everything and just have the music playing and everything. But and then just put like a black box over the camera and everything. But yeah, I could probably do that. But we'll see. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. For this stream, I hope you guys have a lovely week. I'll see you guys again on Thursday. Have a great weekend. Have fun with your families. Kyle, I hope you're doing better, bro. Ben, keep up the good work with your Aces channel. You're doing good work there. Yeah, so I've got lots of different decks here that I want to make videos on. So obviously I made the Metang one already. This one was the one that we played last week on stream. I want to make a video on this deck as well. I'd made a Blaziken deck with Armarouge and Ho-Oh, primarily focusing on getting this guy up and running. So I have that as well. I have, let's see, what is this new deck? This is Ben's deck. Obviously I had the Muck, which the Muck I showed off, but it was during stream, but I don't even think it's worth making a video on this. I made this Energy Disruption with Elgin, and then with Buizel. Buizel does discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon, and then Elgin moves them around. It was a fun idea that I was playing with, but same thing. It was just loss after loss after loss. This game also put me down pretty bad. So I've made a few decks. I also have this Gliscor Poison Lock that I want to do some more. And then obviously one of my favorite decks is this Quad Arbok, which another disruptive kind of deck. So I have some ideas. Of course, I played this on stream, the Spicy Habanero one. A fun deck, but just gets run over pretty easy too. And yeah, those are decks that I've built that I've just been like, I don't care about the meta. Keep your Dragapults, keep your Alakazams, your Gardevoirs, your Goldengos. Go win because the deck is good. People who are playing this on the ladder is because they just want to win. They have no creativity. They're not good. I'm here to make fun decks. I'm not here to be like, oh man, I'm a top player or anything like that. Nah, man. Like I don't care about the meta. Like, if I wanted a game to be easy, I'd just play Goldango. Brain dead deck. Only brain dead people play Goldango. And obviously, like I said, just the only deck that I kind of have respect for is Guardy a little bit, just because it takes a little bit more exact math and everything. You have to pre-calculate your turns. You always have to be a step ahead. So I do have some respect for Guardy players, but same thing. It's the best deck in the format. If you want to win, you play Guardy. So even though it takes more skill to play a deck like Gardevoir, you're still playing it because it's the best deck in the format, right? So same thing. I'm not here for a long time. I'm just here for a good time. I think For the Win says that all the time on his videos, and that's what we're doing here. We're just having fun. We're just streaming, fun decks, fun games. But if I wanted to play, a meta winning deck, I would play a meta winning deck. But that's not what I want to do here. I just want to prove that I can take down meta decks with goofy decks. That's my point. Take down meta decks with goofy decks. That should be the slogan of the channel. Obviously, it's not going to take down every single meta deck, but I'll have fun playing them. So that's going to do it for us, guys. All right, it is 10 p.m. I'm going to end the stream. Have a good week. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Enjoy your time, guys, and have a good one. I'll catch you guys all next week.